Okay, so today we're going to dive into a word that is so common, so everyday, you've probably used it 100 times without ever giving it a second thought. But it turns out hidden inside this super simple word is this fascinating story about language, communication, and yeah, the real power of keeping things simple.
And that word is cart. Shopping cart, go-kart, the horse and cart. It's just a solid, dependable, four-letter word. You know exactly what it means. It's almost kind of boring, right? But what if I told you that this humble little word has a special status? A spot on this exclusive list that reveals a secret about how English can work for everyone, everywhere.
So our source reveals something really interesting. Cart is on the Basic English 850 list. Okay, what in the world is that? It sounds like some kind of VIP club for words, and honestly, in a way, it is. The real question, though, is why? Why did cart get the invitation to this club?
Well, that brings us right to our first big question. To really get why cart is so special, we first need to pull back the curtain and understand what this Basic English 850 list is all about.
It all boils down to this one number, 850. The list is the specially chosen vocabulary of just 850 English words that, believe it or not, can be used to explain pretty much anything. It's like a complete linguistic toolkit, but boiled down to only the most essential parts.
So, Basic English was designed to be this streamlined version of the language, almost like an international bridge for communication. The whole idea is that with these 850 core words, anyone from anywhere can express some pretty complex ideas clearly. It's all about getting maximum communication with minimum vocabulary.
Okay, so now let's bring it all back to our star player, cart. Because by just breaking this one little word down, we can see exactly why it's such a perfect model for this entire system.
First off, just listen to it. Cart. Whether you're in the UK saying cart or in the US saying cart, it's a clean, simple, one-syllable sound. It's super easy to say, easy to recognize, and that is a huge advantage for a word that's meant for international use.
All right, now let's look at its first and, let's be honest, its most obvious job. Cart, as a noun, as a thing.
I mean, the definition is just crystal clear. It paints a picture that pretty much anyone on Earth can understand. A vehicle, wheels, carrying stuff. It's a concrete object, not some abstract idea, which makes it an incredibly useful and reliable noun to have in your toolkit.
And check out how brilliantly this example illustrates it. Our source gives us this one. Harry put his trunk in a cart and pushed it through the station. You can see that image perfectly in your head, right? That immediate, shared understanding is exactly what Basic English is aiming for.
But this is where cart really shows off its linguistic muscle. It isn't just a noun. Nope, it pulls double duty. So let's look at cart as a verb, as an action.
And again, just look at that beautiful simplicity. To cart something is to move it. This is so incredibly efficient. We've got one word that represents both a common object and the main action you do with that object. It's basically a two-for-one deal.
And this table here really shows how flexible it is without getting complicated. As a noun, you've got cart and carts. Simple. As a verb, it's cart, carts, carted, carting. All of these changes are completely regular and predictable. There are no weird exceptions you have to memorize, which makes it a perfect word for anyone learning the language.
So when you start putting all these pieces together, you begin to see the hidden genius behind a word like cart, and really, the true power of simple words in general.
So what makes cart a champion of Basic English? Well, it stands for a universal object. Its meaning is unmistakable. It's both a noun and a verb. It's easy to say, and its forms are perfectly regular. It's like a linguistic multi-tool, packing all that utility into just 4 letters.
And this is really the main takeaway here. We often think a bigger vocabulary is always better, but what the story of cart really shows us is that simplicity isn't a limitation. It's actually a powerful, elegant tool for what language is all about: clear, effective, and direct communication.
But just when we've wrapped it all up in a neat little bow, our source material throws us this amazing curveball. Right at the bottom of this perfectly simple entry, we find this little note. This short entry needs someone to make it better. Isn't that just a fantastic little contradiction?
And this leaves us with a final and I think pretty provocative question. This whole page, which is celebrating a word chosen for its powerful simplicity, is itself marked as incomplete, as needing to be made better, which, let's face it, usually means adding more detail. So it kind of forces us to ask, if the ultimate goal is simplicity, how much information is actually better for clear communication? At what point does adding more stop helping, and maybe just start getting in the way? Definitely something to think about.